Pink bunny slippers are in the house, folks. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. This is Dad's Expensive Hobby, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends, the Incredible Hulk Wave, Professor Hulk. Is this thing a disappointment? Yes and no. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now, but you need to stick around to the end of the video because we've got a lot to talk about this guy. And no, he is not just a 100% carbon copy of Maximum Hulk. But let's get started talking about his package right here. And it's the same as all the others in this wave. It's got that kind of brick effect. Nice big window showing us everything. Says Incredible Hulk down there. Professor Hulk right there. On the side here, it's got a nice image. I don't know if that's from a comic or what. Doesn't exactly match the figure we got because he's only got one strand of bullets, and the gun looks different. On the back here, decent looking figure image. Keep an eye on them red pants because his doesn't look anything like that. And it says some stuff right there if you want to pause the video and read it. Nice packaging though. I do like that. Probably the best part of all these figures. Anyways, let's get it out of the way and take a look at Hulk himself here for a minute, because we do, like I said, have some things to discuss. First and foremost, like I already said, no, he's not exactly like Maximum Hulk, but that doesn't make him better. Let's go ahead and just put that right out there. The greens don't exactly match. He's got the hard chest versus that flexible, terrible chest that he had on the Maximum Hulk. The greens are a little bit different, like I said, but he is basically reused. I will say his head sculpts are better. I do like the look of them. I like that sharp kind of chiseled jaw. The three head sculpts we got with Maximum Hulk were a little goofy to me, but whatever. This figure, shit, I like the Hulk. I'm a sucker for the Hulk, so I bought it, but I got to tell you, Hulk 2099 was kind of a dud. I know you can see Abomination back there in the background. I got him a few days ago. I'll do a video on him, or probably a quick one, but none of these are really just blowing my hair back, but he's got some interesting stuff. Let's just stand him next to a couple of other figures really quick. Here he is with Maximum Hulk. As you can tell, it's just a reuse of the sculpt for the most part. Just retooled with this crazy little wife beater over top. The legs are just different. The feet, I'll go ahead and take the bunny slipper off real quick. We'll look at those more here in a minute. He's got smaller feet than the Maximum Hulk. Why? I don't really know. I'm not really sure the thinking behind that. He does have some interesting accessories, and let's just go ahead and talk about those because, well, no, let's finish going over his aesthetic. He looks like a Hulk figure, like a typical Marvel Legends Hulk figure. We've seen this body a bunch of times at this point, so the accessories are really the only things to talk about. He's lacking paint. There might be some slight paint throughout the body. I can't really tell, or if it's just the way the light's hitting it. Definitely no paint on the pants or the shirt or the belt, other than this belt buckle. I guess it's done okay. This belt is floaty. There is not really even any paint on these bullets right here. This is all just colored plastic right there. The paint on the hair, I think they went a little overboard.
Stop it.
To be quite honest with you, with the green, I think they should have went a little more subtle with the dry brush of green on the hair. It kind of gives him a kind of like a protester, kind of like ice protester look to me, but you be the judge of it. But let's just move right into his accessories, because he did, like I said, came with some decent stuff. So as far as his accessories, he comes with two different head sculpts. He comes with this one right here where he's just kind of smirking a little bit, and I went ahead and put the glasses on him. Yeah, he does come with some glasses, and they look pretty decent. I guess the actual lenses of them look a little foggy, or a little, like, I don't know, almost cataracts-y looking. They don't look really clear, and this is what, my third figure here in the last just couple of months that have come with glasses. I think that's kind of cool. I might put up a picture somewhere with him and the other two, but this one head sculpt right here, it's not bad. And then he gets kind of a classic teeth gritting mean Hulk face right here or whatever. I don't really like the hair. I guess does that match the source material as far as the haircut? Looks kind of stupid, and again, too much green dry brush right here. But other than that, the face is okay. The teeth look pretty good. The eyes and stuff look pretty nice as well. Not too horrible. He comes with the gun right here. I'm not super familiar with this version of Hulk, if this gun looks accurate or not. Nothing special. They've done nothing to it. It's just kind of a grayish, kind of granite color, not granite, but graphite colored gun. Nothing special. Of course, 4 hands. He gets 2 fist hands, 1 fist hand on him in the package, and then 1 grippy hand on him in the package. And then here's his other fist hand right here. Nothing special. And then here's his weapon holding hand right here. There's little trigger fingers sticking out. I mean, they're sculpted good and stuff, but they're nothing we haven't seen with a Hulk, really. Of course, he comes with the bullet lanyards or whatever across him. Looks pretty cool. I took it off, and I'll show you in a second how to take it off. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it to clasp back. It's not broken or anything. It's just my fat finger's not working real good. But if you want to take it off of him, you just unhook one little side there on the back or whatever, and I'll just go ahead and take his head off, because we'll talk about that more here in a minute. And you just pop it over and slide it off. I actually think he looks better without it on. Here is what it looks like on him. Not badly done. It's done fairly well or whatever. It's nothing special, but it's done pretty well. So that I can't complain there. And of course, the bunny slippers. They're bunny slippers. They're actually sculpted pretty well. They don't articulate or anything, and they really, as you just saw, don't really stay on his feet that well. But if he's just standing around or whatever, that's cool. I brought out Deadpool, Boxer's Deadpool, with his little pink kind of quasi bunny slippers or whatever, to show you something, because you cannot head swap him with the Maximum Hulk. Let me get Maximum Hulk here real quick, and I'll show you the difference in the ball that their heads sit on. If you see the difference there, look at the size difference. You can't swap them. That is crappy, Hasbro. What is going on? Why did you do that to us? That was not a cool move. But what's crazy is, almost unacceptable really in my opinion, is that you can put Deadpool's head on him. That is weird as heck. Look at that. That looks goofy as hell. And just for fun, Maximum Hulk's head on Deadpool here. What's going on? Or not Maximum Hulk, but Professor Hulk's head can actually head swap and fit firmly and normally on a freaking Deadpool figure. That's crazy that you can't swap him with Maximum Deadpool or Maximum Hulk. That is nuts. That's intentional, and that's criminal. That's silly. Why would they do that? But anyways, it's Hasbro. His accessories, not too bad. I mean, this guy's a $50 figure more or less. And he basically cost the same as Maximum Hulk. Came with almost the same stuff, or almost the same amount of stuff, I should say. And I dare say I like these accessories better. As far as the figure, I don't know. Let's just move right into his articulation really quick while I'm on the topic of it. Like you've seen the head right there. It is on that crazy disc hinge kind of thing right there with the ball peg. So it'll look up and down pretty good, but it's not doing anything else. No nuance or anything, which you can twist it around. Can't even twist it all the way around because that big crazy jaw he's got. So that kind of sucks. Shoulders, not even out to 90. That sucks, but again, it's that bean-shaped shoulder, and they don't like to do that, so that sucks. Full 360. This one does have a butterfly, but it is not coming forward at all. It's designed to bring the shoulder back, so whatever. Floating bicep, of course, like all Hulk figures. Single-jointed elbow, not really even 90 degrees, and that right there, sticking out that lip just looks awful, but you get your rotation right there. Wrists are on a hinge, of course, so they'll move around and get your rotation. You've got a diaphragm break right here. That is not done very well. He is not going to crunch forward very well or lean back or anything, but he'll do some twist and lean. That is just not very good. And of course, to my delight, he has a waist swivel. Thank you so much, Hasbro. I am truly, truly appreciative of that just antiquated joint system right there. Legs, they don't go out to the sides where the junk. Can't front kick where the crap. Hard plastic, so of course he's not kicking back. He does have a thigh swivel that functions, thank goodness. Double jointed knee, terrible range of motion right there. That is awful. Why do we even have that? That sucks. The way this was kind of cut right here, this made me think it had a shin swivel, but it does not. And then his little baby Hulk foot down here, ankles on a hinge, so it'll go down a little bit. Up a little bit, it does have some rocker. No peg hole in the bottom of the foot and no toe hinge. So, He costs the same as Maximum Hulk. Maybe, objectively or subjectively, however you want to look at it. He looks maybe a little bit better than Maximum Hulk as far as design, but he moves about the same, comes with the same amount of stuff. I think maybe his accessories are a little bit better. My final thoughts on this: this is not a good figure so far. This Incredible Hulk wave of figures has really been letting me down, at least this one and Hulk 2099. Well, it remains to be seen what Abomination's going to do for me. But not really that good of a figure. I honestly don't recommend it because you don't need it. If you've got an older Green Hulk, stick with it. Or if you can get the Immortal Hulk from Marvel Select, stick with that. Anyways, I'm going to give this a C. I'll give it a C. It's average for Marvel Legends. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video.